Hi, welcome to my second attempt to make an extra credit video explaining your extra credit options. My new background is my space heater because I'm sitting on the floor, very comfortable. My theory is if you're comfortable where you're sitting or comfortable in your skin, you're going to be comfortable talking and test that theory out. This entire video is just going to be about your extra credit options. Some people have missed discussions, or maybe you've even missed a reading response and you're bummed out because you lost some points. Guess what? There's lots of options for you to earn those points back. It's not the end of the world. Missing discussions or missing assignments is kind of just part of life. It's good not to miss them because then you don't have to spend more time going back to make up those points, but there's always hope. So right now I'm on the home page and I am looking at my Tuesday class, but this also applies to my Thursday class. There are a couple different options. This is the video I'll be replacing with the video I'm recording right now. This is my messed up video that I made yesterday, but I posted it on there for my Tuesday class just because I needed to get something on there to explain the extra credit and then go back and replace it. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the Discrete Skills Workshop schedule. So the two options for extra credit are both involving you going into the tutoring center. One option is to go to the tutoring center workshops that are conducted by one of the IDS faculty. His name is Ray. He's awesome. He's been around for a long time. He's really funny and sweet, and he conducts lots of workshops. The other option is to go into the writing center located in the tutoring center and work with one of the tutors. The tutors that I know who are in there are Kendra, Max, Serena, and Sterling, and I'm sure there's a few others. They're great. A lot of them are English majors, or they're just really skilled with writing. And so they're also really good at tutoring. So you kind of got to go in and find the tutor that matches with you. I'll talk about the second option in a minute. I'm going to click on the IDS workshops because this schedule just came out. So again, it's just a PDF. It's going to pop up here and I'm going to open it up on my screen. And so what the workshops are is just the workshops cover a range of different things. If you look here, the workshops will be starting on Tuesday, March 6th. The first workshop is, there's two workshops a day, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, starting March 6th through April 12th, and then I'm sure they'll come out with a new schedule. But if you look at the schedule that we have now, there's lots of different workshops. They're all located in the LRC, in the tutoring center. If you look here, the first workshop is offered at 8:30 in the morning. The other option is 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The first workshop would be about summarizing, so working on summary skills. The second workshop is evaluating sources. So your task for extra credit is to attend the workshop, and then once you're done attending the workshop, you would go online to our class, and then you would go to, you'd click on discussions, and then you would look for the extra credit discussion. So that discussion isn't quite up yet, but since you're online with me right now, you're watching this video, I'm going to make a new one. So extra credit discussion. I'll just put extra credit opportunity. So bear with me because I'm going to do it while I'm talking to you. So this discussion is where you post and share what you learned by going to the tutoring center. Okay, I can spell. I swear. So tell us the where, what, when, why, who, and how. And that's just like the basics of kind of telling us what happened. What, when, this is what we learn in like elementary school. It's kind of a cool way of thinking about, did I add all the details I needed? You just ask yourself, did I address the where, what, when, who, why, how? And I'll go ahead and I will revise that later if I need to add a little bit more. So I'm going to click save. I need to move myself for just a sec. Save and publish. So again, now there's a discussion that is located under discussions, and you can click on it if you want to look for it. Going back to discussions. And basically, when you attend one of the workshops, and you work with Ray, then what you would do is you would hop online, go to the extra credit discussion, and just tell us, what was your experience like? You know, it's a narrative. I went to the tutoring center for summarizing workshop, and I learned that summary is actually really easy. It involves A, B, and C. And so not only are you getting extra credit, 10 points every time you attend a workshop or go to the writing center and work with a tutor and then post about it. So right now I have the limit set at 50 points is the max that you can earn. That would be 5% of your grade. And so, you know, most people don't actually earn that much. They just get a few points here and there, and they're okay with that. So, but if you're one of those people that's trying to earn lots of points and you want to exceed the 50 points, I'm more than welcome to work with you one-on-one and figure out like an individual plan for you. Most of you are not that far behind with points. You know, if you're aiming for an A and you've missed discussions, then you're going to want to go do extra credit because you get the skill from doing the extra credit, plus you get the extra credit, plus whatever you're working on is stronger. So it helps you exponentially in lots of different areas of your life. And some people don't realize that about extra credit or about going above and beyond what's required of you because we're so busy just trying to get whatever the basics are done. So if you want to be beyond basic, then you're going to reach further to see, kind of push yourself and see what you're capable of. Again, I'm on discussions now. Right now, that discussion is located at the bottom because whenever I make a new one, I think it links on the bottom. Let's find it. There it is. So I'm going to take it and I'm just going to pull it, boop, pulling it back into our discussions, and I'm going to pull all the way to the top. So when you log on, you'll see the clarity one, and then beneath it, you'll see extra credit. So again, this is optional if you need more points. You're going to go ahead and you're going to click here on extra credit opportunity after you have attended one of the workshops. And so right now, the discrete skills workshop schedule is on the home page. The other option is what I've kind of mentioned in class, and we've gone over a little bit. It's a really great option, and what it is if you're missing points or you didn't get the grade that you wanted on your essay, or you're not happy with your overall score in the class, you have the option of going to the tutoring center. Located in the tutoring center is the writing center where all of our writing tutors are, and you would work with a writing tutor on your essay. You would revise your essay based on my feedback that I gave you and feedback from the tutor, and then you would repost it on the extra credit discussion and explain kind of how you revised it, again addressing the who, what, when, where, why, how. I went to the writing center, I worked with Serena, she looked at the feedback that you gave me, and she also offered me feedback about how to strengthen my introduction. Here's my revised essay, and you would post it on the extra credit discussion. Again, this is a really great option because the best way to learn about writing is in the context of your own writing. You can study grammar books, you can play with punctuation exercises, but until you actually look at your own writing patterns and see the patterns of error and the patterns of weakness and strengthen those, it's difficult to fully grow as a writer with your own voice because your voice is very specific to who you are and what your experiences have been and what you've learned over the last 10, 12 years of pre-K, pre-kindergarten through 12th grade. And so because that's the foundation of where we learn to read and write. And so again, going to the writing center and working with the writing tutor is an awesome option. So I highly encourage it. And then you would do the same thing like I mentioned before. Either way, with extra credit, you're going to the discussion board and you're posting what you did, what you learned, kind of a reflective piece, because that's where I'm gathering the points. Like in an ideal world, you just email me your individual experience, but I cannot keep track of 120 students emailing me extra credit options up to 5 times each. So that's 120 times 5. You do the math, right? And nor do I want to keep track of that. So we're trying to contain the extra credit in a space, and that's why we have the extra credit discussion. It's also useful for you if you're kind of wanting to go to the writing center or wanting to do a workshop, but you're not sure what it's like. You can hop on the extra credit discussion and see what someone else's experience has been like. And so that's really valuable too. So again, those are extra credit options. I hope this video helps you. I hope it makes sense. I apologize for my super exciting background of my space heater. But the bottom line is I want you to succeed, and I want you to have tools that you find useful, and the Writing Center, the Tutoring Center is by far one of the best tools for writers, for thinkers, for people wanting to really understand and absorb information and work with someone else while they do it in a more of a peer setting. And so I encourage you to take advantage of the extra credit. If you have any questions, remember, go to the discussions and click on the first discussion, which is the clarity discussion. and post your questions or concerns, and we can address them that way. So have a great week. Good luck with your studies, and don't forget to breathe.